Question 1. Which of the following statements about uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage, Part C, in a personal auto policy in Oklahoma is correct? A. It covers damages to the insured's vehicle caused by a collision with an uninsured driver. B. It provides coverage for bodily injury to the insured caused by an underinsured driver. C. It pays for medical expenses of the insured regardless of who is at fault. D. It covers personal property inside the insured's vehicle damaged by an uninsured driver. Question 2. Which type of homeowner's insurance policy provides the broadest coverage, including protection against risks not specifically excluded in the policy? A. HA2. B. A HA3. C. A HA4. D. A HA5. Question 3. Mr. Smith has a homeowner's policy in Oklahoma. After a severe storm, his roof sustained significant damage. Upon filing a claim, the insurance adjuster determined that part of the damage was due to wear and tear, which is excluded under his policy. Mr. Smith disagrees and insists all damage is storm-related. What should Mr. Smith do to resolve this dispute? They accept the adjuster's determination and cover the excluded damage out of pocket. B. File a complaint with the Oklahoma Insurance Department without further steps. C. Request an appraisal according to the appraisal clause in his policy. D. Hire a public adjuster to reevaluate the damage independently. Question 4. Which principle of insurance ensures that an insured does not profit from a loss but is restored to the financial position they were in prior to the loss? A. Utmost good faith. B. Insurable interest. C. Indemnity. D. Subrogation. Question 5. Which of the following is NOT typically covered under Part D? Coverage for damage to your auto of a personal auto policy. A. Theft of the vehicle. B. Collision with another vehicle. C. Damage from falling objects. D. Mechanical breakdown. Question 6. Which coverage part of a homeowner's policy, HA3, provides protection for personal property? A. Coverage B. Coverage B. C. Coverage C. D. Coverage D. Question 7. What is the primary purpose of a personal umbrella policy? A. To provide first dollar coverage for personal property. B. To increase the liability coverage beyond the limits of underlying policies. C. To cover medical expenses regardless of fault. D. To insure against property damage due to natural disasters. Question 8. Which type of inland marine policy would be most appropriate for insuring high-value personal items such as jewelry and fine art? A. Personal property floater. B. Valuable personal property coverage. C. Personal effects coverage. D. Personal articles floater. Question 9. Under the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, which coverage part protects the insured building itself? A. Building property coverage. B. Personal property coverage. C. Increased cost of compliance. D. Additional living expenses. Question 10. Which of the following is typically excluded from coverage under an earthquake insurance policy? A. Damage to the dwelling. B. Damage to personal property. C. Damage caused by floods. D. Costs of temporary housing. Question 11. Which coverage part of a watercraft policy protects the insured against liability claims arising from boating accidents? A. Liability coverage. B. Medical payments coverage. C. Uninsured boaters coverage. D. Physical damage coverage. Question 12. What is the primary purpose of personal liability insurance? A. To cover damages to the insured's property. B. To cover medical expenses of the insured. C. To protect against legal liability for injuries or damages to others. D. To provide coverage for loss of use. Question 13. Which type of health insurance plan typically requires members to use a network of doctors and hospitals and may require referrals to see specialists? A. Health Maintenance Organization, HMO. B. Preferred Provider Organization, PPO. C. High Deductible Health Pay, CHP. D. Indemnity Plan. Question 14. Which organization is responsible for developing model laws and regulations for state insurance departments to consider adopting? A. Federal Insurance Office, FIO. B. National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC. C. Oklahoma Insurance Department, HOID. D. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Question 15. Which of the following practices is considered unethical and may lead to regulatory action against an insurance agent in Oklahoma? A. Disclosing policy terms and conditions clearly. B. Recommending appropriate coverage based on client needs. C. Misrepresenting policy benefits to secure a sale. D. Providing timely customer service. Question 15. Which of the following practices is considered unethical and may lead to regulatory action against an insurance agent in Oklahoma? A. Disclosing policy terms and conditions clearly. B. Recommending appropriate coverage based on client needs. C. Misrepresenting policy benefits to secure a sale. D. Providing timely customer service. Question 17. Which emerging issue in personal lines insurance involves the use of data from connected devices to assess risk and set premiums? A. Climate change. B. Cyber risk. C. Telematics. D. Autonomous vehicles. Question 18. Which of the following coverages under personal auto policy, PAP, would pay for injuries sustained by the insured driver and passengers in their vehicle, regardless of fault? A. Liability coverage, Part B. Medical payments coverage, Part B. C. Uninsured underinsured motorist coverage, Part C. D. Coverage for damage to your auto, Part D. Question 19. In a homeowner's policy, HA3, which coverage part typically provides additional living expenses if the insured's home becomes uninhabitable due to a covered peril? A. Coverage A. B. Coverage C. C. Coverage D. D. Coverage F. Question 20. What is a key feature of a personal umbrella policy that distinguishes it from primary liability insurance policies? A. It only covers specific named perils. B. It provides first dollar coverage. C. It offers broader liability coverage and higher limits. D. It includes coverage for physical damage to property. Question 21. Which inland marine coverage would be appropriate for insuring personal belongings that are frequently taken out of the home, such as cameras and laptops? A. Personal property floater. B. Valuable personal property coverage. C. Personal effects coverage. D. Personal articles floater. Question 22. Under the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, what is the increased cost of compliance? A. Coverage designed to cover A. Repairs to flood damaged personal property. B. Costs of temporary housing. C. Costs associated with bringing a flood-damaged building into compliance with local floodplain management laws. D. Replacement of lost income due to flood damage. Question 23. What is a typical characteristic of deductibles in earthquake insurance policies? A. They are usually a fixed dollar amount. B. They are typically a percentage of the dwelling's coverage limit. C. They only apply to personal property. D. They are the same as a standard homeowner's policy deductible. Question 24. Which of the following is NOT typically covered under physical damage coverage in a watercraft policy? A. Damage from a collision with another boat. B. Theft of the boat. C. Damage from wear and tear. D. Vandalism. Question 25. Which type of incident would personal liability insurance typically cover? A. Damage to the insured's own property. B. Medical expenses of the insured. C. Bodily injury to a guest injured on the insured's property. D. Loss of income due to a disability. Question 26. Which health insurance plan allows members the greatest flexibility in choosing healthcare providers and does not require referrals for specialists? A. Health Maintenance Organization, HMO. B. Preferred Provider Organization, EPO. C. High Deductible Health Pay, SHB. D. Exclusive Provider Organization, EPO. Question 27. Which regulatory body oversees insurance activities and enforces insurance laws within the state of Oklahoma? A. Federal Insurance Office, FEO. B. National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC. C. Oklahoma Insurance Department, OID. D. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Question 28. Which of the following actions would be considered an unfair trade practice in the insurance industry? A. Clearly explaining policy exclusions to a client. B. Offering competitive rates based on underwriting criteria. C. Misrepresenting the benefits of an insurance policy to a client. D. Providing prompt customer service. Question 28. Which of the following actions would be considered an unfair trade practice in the insurance industry? A. Clearly explaining policy exclusions to a client. B. Offering competitive rates based on underwriting criteria. C. Misrepresenting the benefits of an insurance policy to a client. D. Providing prompt customer service. Question 30. How might the increasing prevalence of autonomous vehicles impact personal auto insurance policies in the future? A. It will likely lead to higher premiums due to increased risk. B. It will reduce the need for liability coverage. C. It will have no impact on personal auto insurance policies. D. It will eliminate the need for comprehensive coverage. Correct answer. B. It provides coverage for bodily injury to the insured caused by an underinsured driver. Explanation. Uninsured underinsured motorist coverage, Part C, provides protection for bodily injuries sustained by the insured if they are involved in an accident with an at-fault driver who either has no insurance or insufficient insurance to cover the damages. This coverage is crucial for ensuring that the insured can recover medical expenses and other related costs. In Oklahoma, as per the Oklahoma Insurance Department, this coverage does not extend to damages to the vehicle or personal property, but specifically targets bodily injury and related expenses. Correct answer. D. HA5. Explanation. The HA5 policy is known as a comprehensive form and provides the broadest coverage of all standard homeowners policies. It offers open perils coverage for both the dwelling and personal property, meaning it covers all risks except those specifically excluded in the policy. This contrasts with the HA3 policy, which provides open perils coverage for the dwelling but only named perils coverage for personal property. In Oklahoma, like in many states, the HA5 policy is typically the most inclusive, offering extensive protection against a wide range of potential risks, making it ideal for homeowners seeking comprehensive coverage. Correct answer. C. Request an appraisal according to the appraisal clause in his policy. Explanation. When there is a disagreement between the insured and the insurer regarding the amount of loss, most homeowners insurance policies, including those in Oklahoma, have an appraisal clause. This clause allows either party to demand an appraisal, where each party selects a competent and impartial appraiser. These two appraisers then select an umpire, and any agreement by two of the three parties will set the amount of the loss. This process is designed to resolve disputes fairly and efficiently without the need for litigation. Mr. Smith's use of the appraisal clause is the most appropriate step to take under these circumstances. Correct answer. C. Indemnity. Explanation. The principle of indemnity is fundamental to insurance, ensuring that the insured is compensated for their loss to restore them to their original financial position, without allowing them to profit from the insurance claim. This principle is crucial for maintaining the integrity of the insurance system by preventing moral hazard. In Oklahoma, like in other states, the principle of indemnity applies to most types of insurance, ensuring fair and equitable treatment of policyholders. Correct answer. D. Mechanical breakdown. Explanation. Part D of the personal auto policy, which covers damage to your auto, typically includes coverage for collision and other collision, comprehensive losses. This can include theft, collision with another vehicle, and damage from falling objects. However, mechanical breakdowns are generally excluded from this coverage, as they are considered maintenance issues rather than insurable events. Oklahoma insurance policies adhere to these standard provisions. Correct answer. D. Mechanical breakdown. Explanation. Part D of the personal auto policy, which covers damage to your auto, typically includes coverage for collision and other collision, comprehensive losses. This can include theft, collision with another vehicle, and damage from falling objects. However, mechanical breakdowns are generally excluded from this coverage, as they are considered maintenance issues rather than insurable events. Oklahoma insurance policies adhere to these standard provisions. Correct answer. B. To increase the liability coverage beyond the limits of underlying policies. Explanation. A personal umbrella policy provides additional liability coverage beyond the limits of the insured's underlying policies, such as auto and homeowners insurance. This policy acts as a safety net, offering higher liability limits and broader coverage, which is crucial in cases of significant claims or lawsuits. In Oklahoma, having a personal umbrella policy can protect against substantial financial losses resulting from liability claims. Correct answer. D. Personal articles floater. Explanation. A personal articles floater is designed to provide coverage for high-value personal items such as jewelry, fine art, furs, and collectibles. This type of policy offers broader coverage than standard homeowners insurance, including protection against loss or damage to specified items. In Oklahoma, personal articles floater policies are commonly used to ensure that valuable possessions are adequately protected. Correct answer: a building property coverage. Explanation: the building property coverage under the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, provides protection for the insured building itself, including its foundation, electrical and plumbing systems, and other structural elements. This coverage is essential for homeowners in flood-prone areas, such as certain regions in Oklahoma, to protect their property against flood damage. Correct answer: C. Damage caused by floods. Explanation: earthquake insurance policies generally cover damage to the dwelling and personal property caused by an earthquake, as well as additional living expenses if the home becomes uninhabitable. However, damage caused by floods is typically excluded and requires separate flood insurance. In Oklahoma, homeowners in areas with seismic activity should consider earthquake insurance for comprehensive protection. Correct answer: a liability coverage. Explanation: liability coverage in a watercraft policy protects the insured against claims for bodily injury and property damage arising from boating accidents for which the insured is legally responsible. This coverage is crucial for boat owners in Oklahoma to safeguard against financial losses due to liability claims. Correct answer: C. To protect against legal liability for injuries or damages to others. Explanation: personal liability insurance is designed to protect the insured against legal liability for injuries or damages they cause to others. This coverage helps pay for legal defense costs and any settlements or judgments against the insured. In Oklahoma, personal liability insurance is an essential component of risk management for individuals and families. Correct answer: a health maintenance organization, HMO. Explanation: health maintenance organization, HMO plans typically require members to use a network of doctors and hospitals and often require referrals from a primary care physician to see specialists. This structure helps manage costs and coordinate care. In Oklahoma, as in other states, HMOs are a common type of managed care plan. Correct answer: B. National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC. Explanation: the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC, is an organization that develops model laws and regulations to assist state insurance departments in regulating the insurance industry. These model laws help promote uniformity and consistency across states, including Oklahoma. The NAIC plays a crucial role in the standardization and improvement of insurance regulation in the United States. Correct answer: C. Misrepresenting policy benefits to secure a sale. Explanation: misrepresenting policy benefits to secure a sale is considered unethical and can lead to regulatory action against an insurance agent. Ethical practices in insurance involve honesty, transparency, and acting in the best interests of clients. The Oklahoma Insurance Department enforces regulations to ensure that agents adhere to these standards, protecting consumers from deceptive practices. Correct answer: C. To assess the extent of the damage and determine coverage. Explanation: the initial loss assessment conducted by the insurance adjuster aims to evaluate the extent of the damage and determine the coverage applicable under the policy. This assessment is crucial for processing the claim accurately and fairly. In Oklahoma, as in other states, the adjuster plays a key role in ensuring that claims are handled efficiently and in accordance with policy terms. Correct answer: C. Telematics. Explanation: telematics involves the use of data from connected devices such as GPS and other sensors to assess risk and set insurance premiums based on actual driving behavior. This technology allows insurers to offer more personalized and accurate pricing. In Oklahoma, telematics is increasingly used in auto insurance to reward safe driving and provide more customized coverage options. Correct answer: B. Medical payments coverage, Part B. Explanation: medical payments coverage, Part B, in a personal auto policy pays for medical expenses incurred by the insured driver and passengers in the event of an accident, regardless of who is at fault. This coverage is essential for ensuring that immediate medical costs are covered, providing peace of mind and financial protection. In Oklahoma, medical payments coverage is a common addition to auto insurance policies. Correct answer. C. Coverage D. Explanation. Coverage D in a homeowner's policy, HA3, provides additional living expenses if the insured's home becomes uninhabitable due to covered peril. This coverage helps pay for temporary housing, food, and other necessary expenses while the home is being repaired or rebuilt. In Oklahoma, Coverage D is vital for ensuring that homeowners have financial support during such disruptions. Correct answer. C. It offers broader liability coverage and higher limits. Explanation. A personal umbrella policy offers broader liability coverage and higher limits than primary liability insurance policies, providing an additional layer of protection. This policy kicks in when the limits of the underlying policies are exhausted, covering a wider range of potential liability exposures. In Oklahoma, a personal umbrella policy is a valuable tool for managing risk and ensuring comprehensive liability protection. Correct answer. C. Personal effects coverage. Explanation. Personal effects coverage under inland marine insurance is designed to protect personal belongings that are frequently taken out of the home, such as cameras, laptops, and other portable items. This coverage offers protection against loss or damage while the items are away from the insured's residence. In Oklahoma, personal effects coverage is useful for individuals who travel or frequently carry valuable items with them. Correct answer. C. Costs associated with bringing a flood-damaged building into compliance with local floodplain management laws. Explanation. The increased cost of compliance, coverage under the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, provides funds to help property owners bring their flood-damaged buildings into compliance with local floodplain management laws. This may include elevating, relocating, or demolishing structures to reduce future flood risk. In Oklahoma, ICC coverage is essential for properties in flood-prone areas to ensure compliance and mitigate future losses. Correct answer. B. They are typically a percentage of the dwelling's coverage limit. Explanation. Deductibles in earthquake insurance policies are typically a percentage of the dwelling's coverage limit, often ranging from 5% to 20%. This means the deductible amount will vary based on the insured value of the home. This structure helps manage the financial risk associated with earthquake damage. In Oklahoma, homeowners should be aware of these percentage-based deductibles when considering earthquake insurance. Correct answer. C. Damage from wear and tear. Explanation. Physical damage coverage in a watercraft policy generally includes protection against damage from collisions, theft, and vandalism. However, it does not cover damage resulting from wear and tear, which is considered a maintenance issue. In Oklahoma, boat owners should perform regular maintenance to prevent wear and tear, as it is not covered by insurance. Correct answer. C. Bodily injury to guest injured on the insured's property. Explanation. Personal liability insurance typically covers incidents where the insured is legally responsible for bodily injury or property damage to others. For example, if a guest is injured on the insured's property, the policy would help cover medical expenses and legal fees. In Oklahoma, personal liability insurance is an important protection for homeowners and renters to manage potential liability risks. Correct answer. B. Preferred Provider Organization, PPO. Explanation. Preferred Provider Organization, PPO, plans offer the greatest flexibility in choosing healthcare providers and do not require referrals to see specialists. Members can see any doctor or specialist inside or outside of the network, though costs may be higher for out-of-network care. In Oklahoma, PPO plans are popular for their flexibility and broad access to healthcare providers. Correct answer. C. Oklahoma Insurance Department, would. Explanation. The Oklahoma Insurance Department, would, oversees insurance activities and enforces insurance laws within the state of Oklahoma. The OID ensures that insurance companies and agents comply with state laws and regulations, protecting consumers and maintaining market integrity. The OID also handles consumer complaints and provides information on insurance matters to the public. Correct answer. C. Misrepresenting the benefits of an insurance policy to a client. Explanation. Misrepresenting the benefits of an insurance policy to a client is considered an unfair trade practice and is prohibited by insurance regulations. Such actions can lead to regulatory penalties, including fines and license suspension or revocation. In Oklahoma, as in other states, Ethical behavior in the insurance industry is enforced to protect consumers and maintain trust in the market. Correct answer. B. To determine the cause and extent of the loss. Explanation. The primary role of an insurance claims adjuster is to determine the cause and extent of the loss. The adjuster investigates the claim, assesses the damage, and determines the amount of compensation that the insurer should pay according to the policy terms. In Oklahoma, adjusters play a crucial role in ensuring that claims are handled fairly and efficiently. Correct answer. B. It will reduce the need for liability coverage. Explanation. The increasing prevalence of autonomous vehicles is expected to reduce the need for traditional liability coverage, as these vehicles are designed to reduce accidents caused by human error. However, new types of coverage may emerge to address risks associated with technology and cyber threats. In Oklahoma, the insurance industry will need to adapt to these changes, potentially leading to new policy structures and pricing models. Question 31. What is the primary role of personal lines insurance in risk management? A. To provide investment opportunities. B. To transfer individual risks to an insurance company. C. To ensure profitability for insurance companies. D. To eliminate all risks for policyholders. Question 32. Which principle of insurance requires that an insurance contract must be based on full disclosure of all relevant facts by both parties? A. Principle of indemnity. B. Principle of subrogation. C. Principle of utmost good faith. D. Principle of proximate cause. Question 33. Which of the following is an optional coverage in a personal auto policy that provides protection against losses caused by drivers without insurance or with insufficient insurance? A. Liability coverage, Part B. Medical payments coverage, Part B. C. Uninsured underinsured motorist coverage, Part C. D. Coverage for damage to your auto, Part D. Question 34. Under a homeowner's policy, HA3, which coverage part would typically pay for legal defense costs if the insured is sued for bodily injury or property damage caused to others? A. Coverage B, Coverage C. C. Coverage E. D. Coverage F. Question 35. Which type of dwelling policy offers the broadest coverage, including protection against all perils except those specifically excluded? A. D1. B. DPIT 2. C. DPIT 3. D. DPA 4. Question 36. What is the primary underwriting consideration for issuing a personal umbrella policy? A. The insured's health status. B. The insured's credit score. C. The insured's existing liability coverage. D. The insured's driving record. Question 37. Which type of inland marine policy would be most suitable for insuring a rare coin collection? A. Personal property floater. B. Valuable personal property coverage. C. Personal effects coverage. D. Personal articles floater. Question 38. Which of the following is a limitation of the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, coverage? A. It provides unlimited coverage for personal property. B. It covers losses caused by sewer backup unrelated to flooding. C. It requires a waiting period before coverage becomes effective. D. It offers coverage for business interruption losses. Question 39. Why is it important to consider earthquake insurance even in areas not traditionally known for seismic activity? A. Earthquake insurance is mandatory in all states. B. Earthquakes can happen unexpectedly in various regions. C. Homeowners insurance always covers earthquake damage. D. It eliminates the need for any other types of insurance. Question 40. Which type of watercraft policy coverage would protect against the financial consequences of an injury to a passenger on the insured's boat? A. Liability coverage. B. Medical payments coverage. C. Uninsured boaters coverage. D. Physical damage coverage. Question 41. Personal liability insurance typically excludes coverage for which of the following incidents? A. Bodily injury to a neighbor on the insured's property. B. Damage to the insured's own property. C. Legal defense costs for a covered claim. D. Injuries caused by the insured's pet. Question 42. which health insurance plan typically features lower premiums but requires the insured to pay higher out-of-pocket costs before the insurance coverage kicks in? A. Health maintenance organization, HMO. B. Preferred provider organization, EPO. C. High deductible health pay, SHI. D. Exclusive provider organization, EPO. Question 43. What is one of the primary functions of the Oklahoma Insurance Department, OID, developing federal insurance regulations? B. Issuing insurance policies. C. Regulating and licensing insurance agents and companies. D. Providing direct healthcare services to the public. Question 44. Which of the following actions by an insurance agent could be considered a breach of professional ethics? A. Fully disclosing all policy terms and conditions to client. B. Recommending a policy that meets the client's needs and budget. C. Failing to disclose a conflict of interest when recommending a policy. D. Regularly reviewing clients' coverage to ensure it meets their needs. Question 45. Which step is typically first in the insurance claims process? A. The insured submits a claim to the insurance company. B. The insurance company issues a settlement check. C. An adjuster inspects the damage. D. The insurance company denies the claim. Question 46. How might the increasing use of Internet of Things, devices, impact home insurance policies? A. Increase the need for manual underwriting. B. Decrease the availability of coverage. C. Enhance risk assessment and prevention. D. Eliminate the need for homeowners insurance. Question 47. What is a key benefit of having personal lines insurance? A. Guaranteed financial profit. B. Comprehensive protection against all risks. C. Financial protection against specific risks. D. Ability to avoid legal responsibilities. Question 48. The concept of insurable interest requires that the policyholder A. has a financial stake in the insured property or life. B. Owns the insurance company. C. Is a licensed insurance agent. D. Has no relation to the insured risk. Question 49. Which endorsement can be added to a personal auto policy to provide coverage for a rental car when the insured's vehicle is in the shop for repairs due to covered loss? A. Comprehensive coverage. B. Towing and labor coverage. C. Rental reimbursement coverage. D. Custom equipment coverage. Question 50. In a homeowner's policy, HA5, which type of coverage is provided on an open perils basis for both the dwelling and personal property? A. Coverage and B only. B. Coverage C only. C. Coverage A, B, and C. D. Coverage D only. Question 51. Which of the following perils is typically not covered under a basic Depot 1 dwelling policy? A. Fire. B. Lightning. C. Internal explosion. D. Water damage from flooding. Question 52. Which exclusion is commonly found in personal umbrella policies? A. Liability arising from personal injury. B. Liability arising from business activities. C. Liability arising from auto accidents. D. Liability arising from property damage to others. Question 53. Which type of property would typically be insured under a personal property floater? A. Permanent fixtures in a home. B. Personal vehicles. C. High-value items such as jewelry and fine art. D. Standard household furniture. Question 54. Which of the following is typically excluded from coverage under the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP? A. Flood damage to the structure of the home. B. Flood damage to personal property inside the home. C. Damage from mold or mildew resulting from a covered flood. D. Increased cost of compliance, coverage. Question 55. Which of the following is a common exclusion in earthquake insurance policies? A. Coverage for the dwelling. B. Coverage for personal property. C. Coverage for land damage. D. Coverage for additional living expenses. Question 56. Which of the following scenarios would typically be covered under uninsured boaters coverage in a watercraft policy? A. Damage to the insured's boat from hitting a submerged object. B. Injury to the insured from a collision with an uninsured boater. C. Theft of the insured's boat from a marina. D. Injury to a passenger from a fall in the insured's bow. Question 57. Personal liability insurance within a homeowner's policy typically covers which of the following? A. Business liability. B. Intentional accident. C. Personal injury claims. D. Professional liability. Question 58. Under the Affordable Care Act, which of the following is an essential health benefit that must be included in individual health insurance plans? A. Cosmetic surgery. B. Vision care for adults. C. Preventive and wellness services. D. Experimental treatments. Question 59. Which of the following is a primary objective of state insurance regulators, including the Oklahoma Insurance Department, with maximizing insurance company profits? B. Protecting insurance consumers. C. Issuing all insurance policies in the state. D. Reducing competition among insurance companies. Question 60. Which practice is considered unethical and may lead to disciplinary action against an insurance agent? A. Fully disclosing all policy exclusions to a client. B. Encouraging clients to buy only the necessary coverage. C. Misrepresenting policy terms to secure a sale. D. Advising clients to review their coverage regularly. Correct answer. B. To transfer individual risks to an insurance company. Explanation. The primary role of personal lines insurance and risk management is to transfer individual risks from policyholders to an insurance company. This allows individuals to manage financial risks associated with unexpected events such as accidents or natural disasters by paying premiums in exchange for coverage. In Oklahoma, personal lines insurance helps protect individuals from significant financial losses. Correct answer. C. Principle of utmost good faith. Explanation. The principle of utmost good faith requires both the insurer and the insured to disclose all relevant facts truthfully when entering into an insurance contract. This principle ensures that both parties have all necessary information to make informed decisions. In Oklahoma, as in other states, this principle is fundamental to the integrity and fairness of insurance contracts. Correct answer. C. Uninsured underinsured motorist coverage, Part C. Explanation. Uninsured underinsured motorist coverage, Part C, in a personal auto policy provides protection against losses caused by drivers who have no insurance or insufficient insurance. This coverage is optional but highly recommended to protect against financial losses resulting from accidents with uninsured or underinsured drivers. In Oklahoma, this coverage helps ensure that policyholders are adequately protected. Correct answer. C. Coverage E. Explanation. Coverage E, in a homeowner's policy, A3, provides personal liability coverage, which includes paying for legal defense costs if the insured is sued for bodily injury or property damage caused to others. This coverage helps protect the insured's financial assets in the event of a lawsuit. In Oklahoma, Coverage E is an essential part of homeowners insurance for liability protection. Correct answer. C. DPIT 3. Explanation. The D3 policy offers the broadest coverage among dwelling policies, providing protection against all perils except those specifically excluded in the policy. This type of policy is also known as an open perils or low-risk policy, covering a wide range of potential losses. In Oklahoma, a E3 policy is often chosen for its comprehensive protection. Correct answer. C. The insured's existing liability coverage. Explanation. The primary underwriting consideration for issuing a personal umbrella policy is the insured's existing liability coverage. Insurers require policyholders to have underlying liability policies, such as auto and homeowners insurance, with specific minimum coverage limits before qualifying for an umbrella policy. In Oklahoma, ensuring adequate underlying coverage is crucial for obtaining additional liability protection through an umbrella policy. Correct answer. D. Personal articles floater. Explanation. A personal articles floater is most suitable for insuring a rare coin collection, as it provides tailored coverage for high-value items, including collectibles, antiques, and other valuable personal property. This policy offers broader protection than standard homeowners insurance. In Oklahoma, collectors often use personal articles floaters to ensure their valuable items are adequately insured. Correct answer. C. It requires a waiting period before coverage becomes effective. Explanation. One limitation of the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, coverage is the mandatory waiting period, typically 30 days, before the coverage becomes effective after the policy is purchased. This waiting period prevents last-minute purchases in anticipation of a flood. In Oklahoma, policyholders need to plan ahead and secure flood insurance well before the flood season to ensure protection. Correct answer. B. Earthquakes can happen unexpectedly in various regions. Explanation. Earthquakes can occur unexpectedly in various regions, even those not traditionally known for seismic activity. Considering earthquake insurance is important to protect against potential catastrophic losses that are not covered by standard homeowners insurance. In Oklahoma, which has experienced an increase in seismic activity, homeowners should evaluate the risk and consider adding earthquake coverage for comprehensive protection. Correct answer. B. Medical payments coverage. Explanation. Medical payments coverage in a watercraft policy protects against the financial consequences of an injury to a passenger on the insured's boat. This coverage pays for medical expenses regardless of who is at fault. In Oklahoma, boat owners should consider medical payments coverage to ensure that passengers' medical costs are covered in the event of an accident. Correct answer. B. Damage to the insured's own property. Explanation. Personal liability insurance typically excludes coverage for damage to the insured's own property. This type of insurance is designed to protect against liability claims from third parties for bodily injury or property damage. Coverage for the insured's own property is typically provided by homeowners or renters insurance. In Oklahoma, policyholders should understand the distinctions between different types of coverage to ensure comprehensive protection. Correct answer. C. High deductible health pay. Explanation. A high-deductible health pay features lower premiums but requires the insured to pay higher out-of-pocket costs before the insurance coverage kicks in. These plans are often paired with health savings accounts, HSAs, to help manage medical expenses. In Oklahoma, HDHPS are an attractive option for individuals looking to lower their monthly insurance costs while maintaining coverage for major medical events. Correct answer. C. Regulating and licensing insurance agents and companies. Explanation. One of the primary functions of the Oklahoma Insurance Department, OID, is regulating and licensing insurance agents and companies. The OID ensures that insurance professionals meet the required standards and that insurance companies operate fairly and in compliance with state laws. This regulatory oversight helps protect consumers and maintain a stable insurance market in Oklahoma. Correct answer. C. Failing to disclose a conflict of interest when recommending a policy. Explanation. Failing to disclose a conflict of interest when recommending a policy is considered a breach of professional ethics. Insurance agents must act in their clients' best interests and fully disclose any potential conflicts that could influence their recommendations. In Oklahoma, ethical conduct is critical to maintaining trust and integrity in the insurance profession. Correct answer. A. The insured submits a claim to the insurance company. Explanation. The first step in the insurance claims process is for the insured to submit a claim to the insurance company. This initiates the process of evaluating the claim, which includes inspection, documentation, and determining coverage. In Oklahoma, timely and accurate claim submission is essential for ensuring that claims are processed efficiently. Correct answer. C. Enhanced risk assessment and prevention. Explanation. The increasing use of Internet of Things, devices can enhance risk assessment and prevention in home insurance policies. Devices such as smart smoke detectors and security systems provide real-time data that can help prevent losses and reduce claims. In Oklahoma, integrating technology into home insurance can lead to better risk management and potentially lower premiums for policyholders. Correct answer. C. Financial protection against specific risks. Explanation. The key benefit of having personal lines insurance is financial protection against specific risks such as property damage, liability, and personal injury. This insurance helps individuals manage financial losses that could arise from unexpected events. In Oklahoma, personal lines insurance is crucial for ensuring that individuals have the necessary coverage to protect their assets and liabilities. Correct answer. A. Has a financial stake in the insured property or life. Explanation. The concept of insurable interest requires that the policyholder has a financial stake in the insured property or life. This means the policyholder would suffer a financial loss if the insured event occurs. Insurable interest is a fundamental principle in insurance to ensure that policies are not used for speculative purposes. In Oklahoma, establishing insurable interest is necessary for a valid insurance contract. Correct answer. C. Rental reimbursement coverage. Explanation. Rental reimbursement coverage can be added to a personal auto policy to provide coverage for a rental car when the insured's vehicle is in the shop for repairs due to covered loss. This endorsement helps cover the cost of a rental vehicle, ensuring that the insured has transportation while their car is being repaired. In Oklahoma, this coverage is a useful addition for those who rely on their vehicle daily. Correct answer. C. Coverage A, B, and C. Explanation. In a homeowner's policy, HA5, coverage was dwelling, coverage B, other structures, and coverage C, personal property, are provided on an open perils basis. This means that the policy covers all risks except those specifically excluded. The HA5 policy offers broader protection compared to other types of homeowners policies. In Oklahoma, HA5 policies are chosen for their comprehensive coverage. Correct answer. D. Water damage from flooding. Explanation. A basic DEPA 1 dwelling policy typically does not cover water damage from flooding. DEPA 1 policies generally cover named perils such as fire, lightning, and internal explosion. Flood damage requires separate flood insurance, often provided through the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP. In Oklahoma, property owners in flood-prone areas should consider obtaining flood insurance for comprehensive protection. Correct answer. B. Liability arising from business activities. Explanation. Personal umbrella policies commonly exclude liability arising from business activities. These policies are designed to provide additional liability coverage for personal risks, not business-related risks. Individuals who need liability coverage for business activities should consider commercial liability insurance. In Oklahoma, understanding the exclusions in a personal umbrella policy is important for ensuring appropriate coverage. Correct answer. C. High-value items such as jewelry and fine art. Explanation. A personal property floater is used to insure high-value items such as jewelry, fine art, antiques, and other valuable personal property. This coverage provides protection beyond the limits of standard homeowners policies, offering tailored protection for specific items. In Oklahoma, individuals with valuable collections or high-value personal items often use personal property floaters to ensure adequate coverage. Correct answer. C. Damage from mold or mildew resulting from a covered flood. Explanation. The National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, typically excludes damage from mold or mildew that could have been prevented by the property owner following a flood. While the NFIP covers flood damage to the structure and personal property, it requires policyholders to take reasonable steps to prevent further damage, including mold or mildew. In Oklahoma, understanding these exclusions helps homeowners manage their flood risk effectively. Correct answer. C. Coverage for land damage. Explanation. Earthquake insurance policies commonly exclude coverage for land damage. While the policy may cover the dwelling and personal property, as well as additional living expenses if the home is uninhabitable, it typically does not cover the cost to repair or replace land damaged by an earthquake. In Oklahoma, homeowners should be aware of this exclusion when evaluating their earthquake coverage needs. Correct answer. B. Injury to the insured from a collision with an uninsured boater. Explanation. Uninsured boaters coverage in a watercraft policy provides protection for injuries sustained by the insured in a collision with an uninsured boater. This coverage helps ensure that the insured is not left without compensation for medical expenses and other costs resulting from an accident with an uninsured or underinsured boater. In Oklahoma, this coverage is important for boating enthusiasts to protect against uninsured boaters. Correct answer. B. Injury to the insured from a collision with an uninsured boater. Explanation. Uninsured boaters coverage in a watercraft policy provides protection for injuries sustained by the insured in a collision with an uninsured boater. This coverage helps ensure that the insured is not left without compensation for medical expenses and other costs resulting from an accident with an uninsured or underinsured boater. In Oklahoma, this coverage is important for boating enthusiasts to protect against uninsured boaters. Correct answer. C. Preventive and wellness services. Explanation. Under the Affordable Care Act, ACAT, preventive and wellness services are considered essential health benefits and must be included in individual health insurance plans. These services include screenings, vaccinations, and health counseling to help prevent illness and promote wellness. In Oklahoma, ICAT-compliant health plans must provide these essential benefits to ensure comprehensive coverage for policyholders. Correct answer. B. Protecting insurance consumers. Explanation. A primary objective of state insurance regulators, including the Oklahoma Insurance Department, OID, is protecting insurance consumers. Regulators ensure that insurance companies operate fairly, comply with state laws, and maintain financial stability. This oversight helps protect consumers from unfair practices and ensures that they receive the benefits they are entitled to under their policies. Correct answer. B. Protecting insurance consumers. Explanation. A primary objective of state insurance regulators, including the Oklahoma Insurance Department, OID, is protecting insurance consumers. Regulators ensure that insurance companies operate fairly, comply with state laws, and maintain financial stability. This oversight helps protect consumers from unfair practices and ensures that they receive the benefits they are entitled to under their policies. Question 61. What is the purpose of a reservation of rights letter in the claims process? A. To inform the insured that their claim has been denied. B. To notify the insured that the claim is under investigation and coverage is uncertain. C. To confirm the payment of the claim. D. To provide information about the deductible. Question 62. What is the purpose of the no-fault coverage in auto insurance policies? A. To cover vehicle damage regardless of fault. B. To ensure that each party's insurance covers their own injuries. C. To determine fault in an accident. D. To provide coverage for uninsured motorists. Question 63. Under a standard homeowner's policy, which of the following is typically not covered? A. Fire damage. B. Theft. C. Flood damage. D. Liability for injuries on the property. Question 64. Which of the following is true about inland marine insurance? A. It covers only watercrafts. B. It provides coverage for property in transit. C. It is a type of flood insurance. D. It only covers personal automobiles. Question 65. Which program is primarily responsible for providing flood insurance in the United States? A. Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. B. National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP. C. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. D. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD. Question 66. What is a key characteristic of deductibles in earthquake insurance policies? A. They are typically a flat dollar amount. B. They are usually a percentage of the policy limit. C. They only apply to personal property claims. D. They are waived after the first claim. Question 67. Which type of watercraft insurance coverage protects against physical damage to the boat itself? A. Liability coverage. B. Medical payments coverage. C. Physical damage coverage. D. Uninsured boaters coverage. Question 68. What is typically covered under personal liability insurance within a homeowner's policy? A. Damage to the insured's own property. B. Injuries to the insured's family members. C. Legal liability for injuries to others or damage to their property. D. Business-related liabilities. Question 69. Which type of health insurance plan generally has lower premiums but higher deductibles? A. Health Maintenance Organization, HMO. B. Preferred Provider Organization, PPO. C. High Deductible Health Pay, CHP. D. Point of Service Plan, POS. Question 70. What is one of the key functions of the Oklahoma Insurance Department? OID. A. Setting insurance premium rates for all policies. B. Conducting annual audits of all insurance companies. C. Licensing insurance agents and brokers. D. Providing direct insurance coverage to residents. Question 71. Which action is considered an unethical practice for an insurance agent? A. Explaining all policy exclusions to a client. B. Selling an insurance policy that the client clearly does not need. C. Advising a client to compare different insurance options. D. Regularly updating a client's coverage as their needs change. Question 72. What is subrogation in the context of insurance claims? A. The process of denying a claim. B. The insurer's right to pursue a third party for compensation. C. The payment of a claim to the insured. D. The insured's responsibility to file a police report. Question 73. Under personal auto policy, what does underinsured motorist coverage provide? A. Coverage for vehicle repairs regardless of fault. B. Coverage for medical expenses when the at-fault driver's insurance is insufficient. C. Coverage for damages caused by an uninsured driver. D. Coverage for rental car expenses after an accident. Question 74. Which of the following is generally covered under a standard homeowner's insurance policy? A. Earthquake damage. B. Intentional damage by the insured. C. Water damage from a burst pipe. D. Flood damage. Question 75. What type of dwelling policy provides the most comprehensive coverage? A. DPA 1. B. DPA 2. C. DPA 3. D. DPA 4. Question 76. What is a self-insured retention in the context of a personal umbrella policy? A. A deductible that applies only to the umbrella policy. B. The total amount of coverage provided by the umbrella policy. C. The period before the umbrella policy takes effect. D. The premium payment for the umbrella policy. Question 77. Which of the following is typically covered under a personal articles floater? A. A residential property. B. High-value personal items such as jewelry and furs. C. Commercial vehicles. D. Medical expenses for injuries on the property. Question 78. What is increased cost to compliance? A. Coverage in a flood insurance policy. A. Coverage for personal property losses due to flooding. B. Coverage for the costs to bring a flood-damaged property into compliance with current floodplain management laws. C. Coverage for temporary living expenses after a flood. D. Coverage for business interruption losses due to flooding. Question 79. Which of the following is a common exclusion in earthquake insurance policies? A. Structural damage to the building. B. Damage to personal property. C. Damage to land and landscaping. D. Loss of use coverage. Question 80. Which of the following is typically excluded from watercraft insurance coverage? A. Physical damage to the boat. B. Liability for injuries to others. C. Damage from wear and tear. D. Uninsured boater coverage. Question 81. What is the primary purpose of personal liability coverage in a homeowner's policy? A. To cover medical expenses for the insured's family members. B. To cover legal liability for injuries to others or damage to their property. C. To cover the insured's personal property against theft. D. To cover flood damage to the insured's home. Question 82. Which type of health insurance plan typically requires members to use a network of preferred providers and offers coverage for out-of-network care at a higher cost? A. Health Maintenance Organization, HMO. B. Preferred Provider Organization, EPO. C. High Deductible Health Pay, CHB. D. Exclusive Provider Organization, EPO. Question 83. Which entity is responsible for creating model laws that states can adopt to regulate the insurance industry? A. Federal Insurance Office, FIO. B. National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC. C. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. D. Department of Commerce. Question 84. Which of the following actions by an insurance agent is considered ethical and professional? A. Withholding policy exclusions from a client to secure a sale. B. Advising a client to purchase more coverage than necessary. C. Fully disclosing all terms, conditions, and exclusions of a policy. D. Encouraging clients to cancel existing policies without reason. Question 85. Which method is commonly used by insurers to resolve disputes with policyholders over claim settlements? A. Litigation. B. Mediation. C. Denial of the claim. D. Ignoring the dispute. Question 86. Which of the following is typically covered under medical payments coverage, Part B, of a personal auto policy? A. Damage to the insured's vehicle. B. Legal liability for injuries to others. C. Medical expenses for the insured and passengers. D. Towing and labor costs. Question 87. Which coverage part of a standard homeowner's policy provides protection for personal property? A. Coverage B. Coverage B. C. Coverage C. D. Coverage D. Question 88. Which dwelling policy form provides named perils coverage for the dwelling and other structures? A. DPIT 1. B. DPIT 2. E. DPIT 3. D. DPIT 4. Question 89. Which of the following is a common exclusion in a personal umbrella policy? A. Bodily injury liability. B. Property damage liability. C. Professional liability. D. Personal injury liability. Question 90. Which type of inland marine policy provides coverage for personal items frequently transported? A. Personal articles floater. B. Personal auto policy. C. Homeowners insurance. D. Dwelling policy. Correct answer. B. To notify the insured that the claim is under investigation and coverage is uncertain. Explanation. A reservation of rights letter is used by insurers to notify the insured that their claim is under investigation and coverage is uncertain. This letter allows the insurer to continue investigating the claim without waiving any rights to deny coverage later based on policy terms. In Oklahoma, this is a common practice to ensure transparency and protect both parties during the claims process. Correct answer. B. To ensure that each party's insurance covers their own injuries. Explanation. No-fault coverage in auto insurance policies ensures that each party's insurance covers their own injuries, regardless of who caused the accident. This system aims to reduce litigation and speed up the compensation process. While Oklahoma is not a no-fault state, understanding this concept is important for those dealing with out-of-state accidents or when comparing policies. Correct answer. C. Flood damage. Explanation. Flood damage is typically not covered under a standard homeowner's policy and requires a separate flood insurance policy. Standard homeowners policies cover perils such as fire, theft, and liability for injuries, but flood coverage must be purchased separately, often through the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP. In Oklahoma, this distinction is crucial for homeowners in flood-prone areas. Correct answer. B. It provides coverage for property in transit. Explanation. Inland marine insurance provides coverage for property in transit, as well as high-value items that are not typically covered under standard property insurance policies. It is designed to protect against loss or damage to goods during transportation. In Oklahoma, this type of insurance is important for businesses and individuals who frequently transport valuable property. Correct answer. B. National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP. Explanation. The National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, managed by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, is primarily responsible for providing flood insurance in the United States. The NFIP offers flood insurance to property owners in participating communities. In Oklahoma, homeowners and businesses in flood-prone areas often rely on the NFIP for necessary coverage. Correct answer. B. They are usually a percentage of the policy limit. Explanation. Deductibles in earthquake insurance policies are usually a percentage of the policy limit rather than a flat dollar amount. This means the deductible amount is based on the total insured value of the property. In Oklahoma, homeowners considering earthquake insurance should be aware of this characteristic as it affects the out-of-pocket costs in the event of a claim. Correct answer. C. Physical damage coverage. Explanation. Physical damage coverage in watercraft insurance protects against physical damage to the boat itself, including damages from accidents, theft, and natural disasters. This coverage is essential for maintaining the value and usability of the watercraft. In Oklahoma, boat owners should ensure they have adequate physical damage coverage to protect their investment. Correct answer. C. Legal liability for injuries to others or damage to their property. Explanation. Personal liability insurance within a homeowner's policy typically covers legal liability for injuries to others or damage to their property caused by the insured's actions. This coverage helps protect the insured from financial loss due to lawsuits and claims. In Oklahoma, having sufficient personal liability insurance is important for protecting personal assets. Correct answer. C. High deductible health plan. Explanation. High deductible health plans generally have lower premiums but higher deductibles. These plans are often paired with health savings accounts, HSAs, to help cover out-of-pocket costs. In Oklahoma, HDHPS can be a cost-effective option for individuals who do not anticipate high medical expenses and want to save on monthly premiums. Correct answer. C. Licensing insurance agents and brokers. Explanation. One of the key functions of the Oklahoma Insurance Department, OID, is licensing insurance agents and brokers. This ensures that only qualified and ethical professionals are authorized to sell insurance in the state. The OID also oversees compliance with state insurance laws and regulations to protect consumers and maintain industry standards. Correct answer. B. Selling an insurance policy that the client clearly does not need. Explanation. Selling an insurance policy that the client clearly does not need is considered an unethical practice for an insurance agent. Agents are expected to act in the best interest of their clients, providing suitable and necessary coverage. In Oklahoma, unethical practices like this can lead to disciplinary actions and damage to the agent's reputation. Correct answer. B. The insurer's right to pursue a third party for compensation. Explanation. Subrogation is the insurer's right to pursue a third party for compensation after paying a claim to the insured. This allows the insurer to recover the amount paid out from the party responsible for the loss. In Oklahoma, subrogation helps keep insurance costs down by holding the responsible party accountable. Correct answer. B. Coverage for medical expenses when the at-fault driver's insurance is insufficient. Explanation. Underinsured motorist coverage provides coverage for medical expenses when the at-fault driver's insurance is insufficient to cover the damages. This ensures that the insured is adequately compensated for their injuries even if the responsible party lacks sufficient coverage. In Oklahoma, this coverage is important for protecting against underinsured drivers on the road. Correct answer. C. Water damage from a burst pipe. Explanation. Water damage from a burst pipe is generally covered under a standard homeowner's insurance policy. This type of damage is considered a sudden and accidental event, which is typically included in coverage. In Oklahoma, homeowners should ensure their policies include this protection to avoid significant repair costs. Correct answer. C. DPIP 3. Explanation. The DPIP 3 dwelling policy provides the most comprehensive coverage among the dwelling policy forms. It offers all-risk open peril coverage for the dwelling and other structures, meaning it covers all perils except those specifically excluded. In Oklahoma, homeowners seeking extensive protection for their rental or investment properties often choose DPIP 3 policies. Correct answer. A deductible that applies only to the umbrella policy. Explanation. Self-insured retention is a deductible that applies only to the umbrella policy. It is the amount the insured must pay out of pocket before the umbrella policy provides coverage for a claim not covered by the underlying insurance. In Oklahoma, understanding self-insured retention is crucial for individuals purchasing umbrella policies to ensure they are prepared for potential out-of-pocket costs. Correct answer. B. High-value personal items such as jewelry and furs. Explanation. A personal articles floater typically covers high-value personal items such as jewelry, furs, and other valuable possessions that may not be fully covered under a standard homeowner's policy. This additional coverage ensures that these items are protected against loss or damage. In Oklahoma, individuals with valuable personal property often use floaters for comprehensive protection. Correct answer. B. Coverage for the cost to bring a flood-damaged property into compliance with current floodplain management laws. Explanation. Increased cost of compliance. A coverage in a flood insurance policy covers the cost to bring a flood-damaged property into compliance with current floodplain management laws. This includes expenses for elevation, relocation, or demolition necessary to meet the standards. In Oklahoma, property owners in flood-prone areas should be aware of ICC coverage to ensure they meet regulatory requirements after a flood. Correct answer. C. Damage to land and landscaping. Explanation. Damage to land and landscaping is a common exclusion in earthquake insurance policies. These policies typically cover structural damage to the building and personal property but exclude damage to the land itself. In Oklahoma, homeowners should review their earthquake insurance policies to understand these exclusions and consider additional coverage if necessary. Correct answer. C. Damage from wear and tear. Explanation. Damage from wear and tear is typically excluded from watercraft insurance coverage. This type of damage is considered a result of normal use and maintenance, and insurance policies generally do not cover. In Oklahoma, boat owners should maintain their watercraft properly to avoid losses that are not covered by insurance. Correct answer. B. To cover legal liability for injuries to others or damage to their property. Explanation. The primary purpose of personal liability coverage in a homeowner's policy is to cover legal liability for injuries to others or damage to their property caused by the insured. This coverage helps protect the insured's financial assets from liability claims. In Oklahoma, homeowners should ensure they have adequate personal liability coverage to protect against potential lawsuits. Correct answer. B. Preferred Provider Organization, PPO. Explanation. Preferred Provider Organization, PPO plans typically require members to use a network of preferred providers but offer coverage for out-of-network care at a higher cost. This flexibility allows members to see specialists and providers outside the network if needed. In Oklahoma, PPO plans are popular for their balance of choice and cost control. Correct answer. B. National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC. Explanation. The National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC, is responsible for creating model laws that states can adopt to regulate the insurance industry. These model laws help standardize insurance regulations across states while allowing for state-specific adjustments. In Oklahoma, the OID often refers to NAIC model laws when updating or implementing insurance regulations. Correct answer. B. National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC. Explanation. The National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC, is responsible for creating model laws that states can adopt to regulate the insurance industry. These model laws help standardize insurance regulations across states while allowing for state-specific adjustments. In Oklahoma, the OID often refers to NAIC model laws when updating or implementing insurance regulations. Correct answer. B. National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC. Explanation. The National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC, is responsible for creating model laws that states can adopt to regulate the insurance industry. These model laws help standardize insurance regulations across states while allowing for state-specific adjustments. In Oklahoma, the OID often refers to NAIC model laws when updating or implementing insurance regulations. Correct answer. C. Medical expenses for the insured and passengers. Explanation. Medical payments coverage, Part B, of a personal auto policy typically covers medical expenses for the insured and passengers resulting from an auto accident. This coverage helps pay for necessary medical treatment regardless of who is at fault. In Oklahoma, having medical payments coverage can be beneficial for covering out-of-pocket medical costs after an accident. Correct answer. C. Coverage C. Explanation. Coverage C of a standard homeowner's policy provides protection for personal property. This includes belongings such as furniture, clothing, and electronics, whether they are located at the insured property or temporarily off-site. In Oklahoma, homeowners should ensure they have adequate coverage C limits to protect their personal property against loss or damage. Correct answer. B. DPA 2. Explanation. The DPA 2 dwelling policy form provides named perils coverage for the dwelling and other structures. This means that only specific perils listed in the policy are covered. DPA 2 offers more comprehensive coverage than DPA 1 but less than the all-risk coverage of DPA 3. In Oklahoma, DPA 2 is suitable for property owners seeking mid-level protection. Correct answer. C. Professional liability. Explanation. Professional liability is a common exclusion in a personal umbrella policy. This type of coverage typically requires a separate professional liability insurance policy. Personal umbrella policies are designed to provide additional liability coverage beyond the limits of underlying policies but do not cover professional activities. In Oklahoma, professionals should ensure they have appropriate coverage for their specific risks. Correct answer: a personal articles floater. Explanation: a personal articles floater provides coverage for personal items frequently transported, such as jewelry, cameras, and musical instruments. This type of inland marine policy offers broader protection than a standard homeowner's policy for these high-value items. In Oklahoma, individuals who travel with valuable personal property should consider a personal articles floater for comprehensive coverage.